Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Kiddie Korner Media. And continuing our trend on books about historical events, and also for Pride Month, I have for you today Pride, the Story of Harvey Milk and the Rainbow Flag. Now, this book is also by Rob Sanders, who wrote the last book, Stonewall. Now, this one is a little bit about the story of Harvey Milk, the first openly gay U.S. politician to be elected into office, and about Gilbert Baker, who designed the very first and many of our pride flags. It started off about Harvey, who just had a dream. He just wanted to live his life openly, freely, and equally to anyone else. And he realized that sometimes to help the laws evolve to include everyone, you have to be there making the laws. So he started campaigning. Eventually, he made office his city council in San Francisco. And from there, they knew they needed hope. They needed a symbol because they were about to have a march in 1968. I think we might remember those dates from the last book. Now, they were having a march and they needed their own symbol. They needed something to be proud and to give hope. So Harvey Milk approached Garrett Baker to make the first pride flag, and he created the rainbow flag. From there, they worked on marching and continuing on the hope of having equality. That's all. To live the way they please, to love the way they please. Many people might think that was an agenda. It's not. It's just wanting the same as everybody else. Unfortunately, in November of that same year, Harvey Milk and the mayor of San Francisco were assassinated by a fellow councilman because he didn't agree with the same message. But the flag continued. The flag continued, and in 1994, Garrett Baker made another flag, 1 mile long, to march once again. It's a sad yet beautiful story. You see, when people wonder about Pride Month, it's not about this massive agenda that many people think. It's about knowing our history, knowing where we've come from, how far we've come, how far we still need to go. And a wise person once said, those who don't know their history are bound to repeat it. And I think this is a wonderful book with beautiful dreamlike pictures that talks about just something that might seem small, a flag, and one man, but made a great impact in our lives. Now, not everybody will want to share these books. It's up to you. Same with the last one. It's up to you what you share with your children and what you don't. But it is beautiful, beautifully written, and a part of our history, is part of all of us, even if we're not a part of the community. History affects all of us. What happens with one group might help uplift another. You don't have to be part of the LGBTQ community to support, to understand, to learn. And if and when you want to show this book to others, and if and when your students, your kids have questions, know the history so you can ask about it. They can ask you, you can answer, you can talk about it. I know some years ago, Sean Penn made a wonderful, wonderful portrayal of Harvey Milk, but it was a sad movie, obviously, because of the ending. But there was still hope. And it gave it to us. What people will do for their fellow man and woman and everyone. It's about equality, and it's about love. And that's all. Nothing more, nothing major or outstanding. It just is. And throughout the book, there are little quotes that Harvey made throughout the book, just along the lines, and they're deeply powerful. I'd like to share a couple with you. You have to give them hope. Hope for a better world. Hope for a better tomorrow. That was one of them. And then, rights are won only by those who make their voices heard. And that's what we need to do, make our voices heard in whatever large or small ways there are. I guess this is more of a lecture than a question, but hey, who knows? It might help someone one day. Well, thank you for joining us. Now, if you have any comments or questions or suggestions about a book or a topic that we can look at, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you again so much. Have a good one and pass on that positivity. Bye.